Hope you had a great bye week, everyone. Cannot wait to get back to SoFi Stadium and pick up the second half of this schedule. It begins against the New Orleans Saints. And on Rams Revealed this week, it was my privilege to sit down with a rookie receiver coming off his first touchdown reception. No one had a better open date than Konata Mumpfield. Well, the timing was excellent on this one. Not just a bye week, but a birthday week to celebrate as well. Congratulations. How was 23?
Thank you. Yes, sir. It's good. It's a blessing. I can't complain. Great to make it to another year for sure.
And how'd you spend your off week?
I went back home to Metro Atlanta area. I spent it with my family, kind of relax. Got a chance to go back to my high school, see the kids, talk to the kids and things like that, see nice teachers, and really just go get something to eat with my family and friends. So.
To celebrate the big day.
Yes, sir.
Amazing. Well, like I said, your timing's incredible because you brought your first NFL touchdown with you.
Yes, sir.
Tell us about that moment in London and what you remember now, a couple weeks removed.
It was a great moment. I can't thank God enough, but I kind of had a good feeling. One of my friends literally told me, I think the day or two before the game, he DM'd me. It was like, hey, bro, you gonna score this game. I'm like, man, that'll be cool, birthday coming up, and we going into the bye week in London. But, all throughout practice, that little celebration, we was practicing it. So, it was amazing being able to be the first one to do it,
Whether it was his intuition or yours, was that a product of knowing that Puka might not play and there would be an increased snap count for you, or what gave you the sense that it might be imminent?
Honestly, I remember in practice, that same play, we ran it in the red zone like that, and the ball ended up finding its way to me in practice from Matt. And so I was like, okay, yeah, if it comes to the point where like it's my opportunity to get open and win, like I'm gonna be ready for it. So, like in practice, he ended up throwing it in the game. So.
Do you throw it the same way too?
He's a magician. It wasn't the same look in practice, but. He works his magic for sure.
What was that like to see it in film? Obviously you're on the receiving end, but you can't get a sense for all the details of that throw in that moment until you watch it from all angles.
It's amazing. Just like it's a testament to how good he is and how he can manipulate defenders with his eyes and the thing, and just how well he knows the game, and obviously just playing so much and being so savvy with it. Like it's amazing to play. All I got to do is do my job, and you can get the ball at any time. So.
Did your family and friends have some fun with the pronunciation on the TV copy?
Oh, yeah. My friends was killing me. They was like, bro, they messed your name all the way up. I was like, shoot, hey, they don't know who I am. So I kind of figured that's kind of been my whole life to where people mispronounce it the first couple times. So.
Yeah. Konata is a very unique name. Is there a backstory that you can tell us about?
So my dad's name is Cyprian, and it's an Egyptian name, and basically it means head of the river. And so my name, they got it out of an African book, and so my name means of the river.
That's sweet. All of your siblings kind of follow that trend, or?
Me and my sister has a unique name too, Maia.
Okay.
So it's really just because me and my brothers have different dads. So my father, he wanted to keep that tradition from his dad of having a unique name and an African name. So.
Awesome. Well, one thing we might start calling you is Young Tay. I know you already heard this, but for those in our audience who may have missed it, this is what Davante Adams had to say about you post-game in London.
I call Konata my son just because he just reminds me so much of myself as far as, kind of a young Tay. And honestly, I think he's ahead of where I was, my rookie year as far as just being comfortable in the league. And, he's crazy coachable and just got all the ability in the world. So, whenever I'm done in there, he'll go and step up and he'll be catching a lot more touchdowns than what he did today.
All right, when did you first hear that, and what was your reaction?
I think my mama might have sent it to me, or one of my cousins had reposted it of like him saying that, which is a cool thing because we always joke all the time in the receiver room. With him calling me son, I'd be like, hey, bro, we're not going to let that stick. Like, I got a dad. You could be Unk, though, Unk for sure. But, we joke about it all the time. Him, Puka, Yards, like, they always trying to make jokes. But, it's a cool thing. Like, it's somebody I really look up to, especially just the way he plays the game of football and the way he thinks. And, it's a lot to learn from. And, honestly, me and my mom, we prayed about actually, like, being able to have the opportunity to learn from a guy like Davante before the draft. So, it's a pretty cool and amazing experience, and he's like a mentor to me, and all the time he's giving us tips whenever he can. He's been like a big brother, so for sure.
Does it inspire confidence? It's got to be tough to see maybe the path to being a rookie in the National Football League and being a future Hall of Famer. But when someone like that says something like that.
No, yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously, like you said, it's tough coming into the game, especially being a rookie. And like that coming from somebody that you've grown up watching and, you know, kind of modeled your game after in a sense. And just him saying that, like you said, a future Hall of Famer, and like I have big goals of myself. And so for him to say that, it definitely means a lot for sure.
Your prayer was answered in duplicate. You get not only Davante Adams, but another All-Pro in Puka Nacua. What's it been like working with them in your first lap through the National Football League?
I mean, it's amazing. For us, like, it's the guys in this building just love football, and I truly love football, and just to be able to be in the room with those guys that understands the game, that love the game just as much as I do, and can give different tips and tricks just from different ways of playing the game, because Davante plays the game differently than Puka, and Tutu plays differently than Davante. So, you know, just being able to learn from all those guys, and even better, they're just great human beings. Like, Puka's a great guy. Davante is a great guy, too. Like, everybody in that receiver room, like, it's amazing to be a part of and just learn as much as I can.
Let me follow up on what you said there about your love for football, because I think in these recent Rams draft classes, our fan base has come to know and love a lot of you. Les Snead and his staff, Sean McVay and his staff, they seem to have prioritized that as much as anything. Not just good people, good college careers, maybe good measurables, but they prioritize football. What's that like being in an environment where you're surrounded with like-minded peers?
It's amazing just because, like you said, being like-minded, that's how you kind of grow. And to have guys like McVay, such a special mind, and to love football just as much as the next, like Davante and Puka, and then like I said, I love football as much as I do. I mean, it's a great space to be in, a great environment. Like, you want to go out there to go compete and work every day because you know how everybody's coming. So it's an amazing thing.
And who loves football more than Eric Yarber? What's it like to be around him as a person and a position coach?
He's the GOAT, man. He's a great dude as well. And just as much not as knowledgeable as he is, like he teaches everybody, and even to Davante, like he can teach everybody in different ways. So, I mean, it's been amazing to learn from him as well.
I mean, he's got a nickname for all of his Yarbinators when he asks you to mount up pregame. What's yours?
The Apprentice. So that's what I told him. That was what I was cool with that nickname, because they call Davante Sensei, and so they called me the Apprentice.
And then the celebrations around here, this side of Tyler Higbee, have been lacking, I would say. It's not what the Rams do best, but I feel like we're moving in a pretty good direction. With the bonus time, you guys cooking up something for the Saints?
We always gonna have something on deck. For me, I'm a big celebration guy. Like, that's the thing about being in this program. Like, everybody enjoys like to play football, you know, and it's an excitement for everybody. And I like to dance. Like, I come from like the ATL culture where they like hit them folks, nay, all that stuff. So, and then my mom likes to dance a lot, and we do that a lot in the house. So, like, when I celebrate, you know, being able to get in that end zone, it means a lot. So.
All right, so you bring a deep reservoir of celebration options that you can dig into, whether they're coordinated with your teammates or
even
not.
Even if it's me or not. I was the one who set up the suit.
Say more.
Yeah. I was telling them all week, I said, okay, we going to London. Boom. I didn't think I was going to score. You know, I was just, hey, I'm thinking about it. Because, I mean, honestly, it was a goal of mine to do that in, like, overseas or something like that, just because how much they love soccer. And I've seen it a couple times to where, like, I knew if you would do it in there, the whole crowd would say it. So, like, all week, every time when somebody scored, we like, okay, I'm like, Ted, you got to do it. Or Jay Witt, you got to do it, you know? And so it just kind of became a thing. We was practicing it.
You have your eye on soccer when you're not playing football?
I want to get more into it. So I know it's a goal of mine. At some point, I want to get overseas to watch a game.
All right, so when the crowd does respond to you and you see the move that it made on social, how fulfilling was that?
It was amazing. It was really a cool thing and a cool experience, you know. It's like it was definitely a blessing. I can't thank God enough. So.
Did that football make it back through customs?
Mm-hmm. They getting it right for me right now. So,
okay, so you didn't get to take it home this time, but it'll be there eventually?
Yeah, eventually.
Puka returning this week. That's the good news. Unfortunately, Tutu's going to miss. He's going to go on injured reserve. So I wonder, does that maybe open the door to some more opportunity for you to build on what you started in the first half of this season?
I'm not sure yet, but definitely just for everybody in that receiver room, like it's next man up mentality, and we all understand that. So if it's not me, it's X or Jay Witt. But I think all of us kind of understand that that we have the common goal is to win, and whatever that takes is, that's what we're going to do. So.
What about the state of the Rams at 5-2? A week to get right, a week to get refocused. 5 victories, all against the AFC. You haven't done your work in the NFC or in the division yet, but what's the opportunity in front of you as you pick up the schedule?
It's a great opportunity. We know the type of team that we have, even though with those 2 losses, we kind of understand the type of guys that we have in that room. So now is just a great time to reset, middle of the season, and continue to grow. So, continue to stack days, and we know the best is yet to come from this group. So.
I know a little bit about your college career and background, but how much winning have you experienced as a football player?
So I started out at Akron. It was 2-10. First year at Pitt, they came off the ACC. So we went 9-4. Next year, I think it was 3-9. And then my last year, we finished out 7-5, 7-6, or something like that.
So some like bowl trips, about as good as it got?
In high school, I went to back-to-back semifinals in 6A Georgia. So
Okay.
I was like growing up in Little League, middle school, I won like championships. High school, I was like winning a lot too.
So now to be in the NFL and to be really making a push for something at this level, that's more where you want to be.
Oh yeah, definitely, of course.
How about the fact that you only had 4 offers, or so I read, coming out of high school? What's this 2-star nonsense?
Yeah. You kind of know how that is. For me, I had skipped a grade when I was younger. So I was in the class of 2020 when I was really supposed to be in 2021. So like my body kind of wasn't developed yet. I was still a little bit younger. Wasn't as strong, as fast as the other guys, especially like in Georgia football. It's a big hotbed for recruiting, so I kind of just like slipped through the cracks. In my county alone, I think this year we had 9 drafted. I know Josh Downs, I played against him. Travis Hunter played in my county. Caleb Downs, like the list goes on. So it was just kind of one of those things where my body wasn't developed yet. So.
And they wanted you to play corner?
Pitt actually coming out of high school wanted me to play corner, but I told them no. I said my passion is receiver, and so my guy at Akron, they actually gray shirted me. So, which made me sit out a whole season. So I was at home for a whole year, and then I early enrolled in the 2021 class, which is honestly a big blessing because it gave me time to develop. I grew into my body a little bit more, hit the weight room, got faster and things like that, so I can make an impact.
So you wound up in the age group that you were originally
Exactly.
slotted with. Interesting. All right, so Akron was your only D1 offer then?
My FBS, I had some FCS.
Got it. And so that became like a prove-it freshman year, right? As a receiver at the college football level. I've got you for 63 catches, 751 yards, 8 touchdowns, freshman All-American.
Yes, sir.
So you go back to Pitt and say, see, I told you so, let's get to it now?
Yeah. It was a cool thing because, like I said, I felt like I could, all along I felt like I was a power 4, power 5 player just because, like, I grown up playing with, like, Nate Wiggins. We competed all the time when we was in high school, so I knew I had what it took. It was just a matter of just going out and proving it to myself.
So you lead Pitt in catches in 23, in yards in 24. You played almost an even split, it looks like, in the slot and out wide. Do you have a preferred role?
No, not really. I think that's like the beauty of it. Honestly, like why I like Coach McVay's offense, where you can just move around because it's hard to match up with somebody that can move from outside to slide, can motion to the backfield, can go to the boundary, can go to the field, and do those type of things and then get those type of matchups. So, I kind of just want to be wherever, it takes.
So with those stats and that flexibility, why'd you have to wait until pick 242?
Honestly, I think it was my 40 time, so, that's a big deal for a lot of people. But I
Which
don't
was, go ahead and say it if you want.
Or
Your 40 time?
a 4.59, which is, and I'm not a big dude, so a lot of people probably was a little bit nervous of that. Even though on film, I feel like I play a lot faster on the.
I was gonna say, was that representative of what you think you have in the tank?
No, not at all. But it is what it is. Got to charge it to the game.
I'm starting to think that receivers like you might be running slow 40s on purpose to get to LA and to get in this offense.
Oh yeah,
we call that the Cooper Cup around here.
Cooper still with what, second round?
No, a
Third?
little bit later.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. But nah, it's a great. I wouldn't want to be nowhere else. I promise you that. So
It works out.
It
The
does.
colors are similar too. You get to keep all your pig gear around. Is it correct that you had 3 OCs
Yes.
and 6 quarterbacks in college?
I had more. So my freshman year at Akron, I had 3 different quarterbacks.
Oh my gosh.
So my second year at Pitt, we had 2. Junior year we had 3, and then last year we had 2.
All right, so what was that like, and how did it prepare you for being in the National Football League?
Just like the next man up mentality, like whoever it is, being quarterback friendly is it doesn't matter who's back there. I mean, if the quarterback can trust you to get open and do your job, like it helps you adjust on the fly. So
Diversity of system too, in terms of the offenses you learned. What's it been like learning McVay's vernacular and play calling and playbook?
Oh, it's been amazing. It is definitely a deep playbook though. Like it's not for the weak, you know. But it's fun. Like it's innovative. Like I said, I love it. I like the challenge of learning new things and doing a lot of different things. So it's a blessing to be a part of it. And honestly, because it's so like detailed in what we do, it's hard to stop. So
through Pitt or through the Rams, have you connected with Aaron Donald at all?
So I've talked to him like once or twice. I would see him around the facility a lot. Back in Pitt when he would go back to lift, you know, he was always lifting.
It's a good place to find him.
Yeah, he got his own locker in there where like you can't sit at, you can't touch at, where he like leave his stuff in there. But so I haven't really got a chance to talk to him that much. I know I played with his nephew Elliot Donald at Pitt, but when I see him, like we just say what's up, but things like that.
Anything like Larry Fitzgerald, or is that a reach too?
I've talked to him maybe like a little bit when he came back to Pitt, but not much. But I would love to talk to Larry. You know, he's a GOAT. So
nice.
I know him and Tay are actually pretty close.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, it'll happen. Tell me about your family a little bit. I have some information. Your father played college ball as well?
So he had an offer to go to NC State to play linebacker.
Okay.
But he wasn't doing right, and then he ended up coming back home. His dad told him he couldn't stay here, so he had to go to the military.
Got it. And that military dictated maybe your older siblings' upbringing a little bit. I've read that you've made some stops in Asia and other places before you settled in the Metro Georgia area, Metro Atlanta area?
Yes, I lived in Japan. That's where my sister was born. I lived in New Jersey, South Jersey for a little bit. I was born in Columbus, Georgia on base, and we lived in Phoenix City, Alabama. And then ultimately we came back to Georgia and settled in the Metro Atlanta area.
Does that shine through in your upbringing in any way?
Definitely. I mean, just being able to adapt on the fly, because you know you're out of school, you make new friends, then you got to up and move, you got to adjust. So definitely that, and just the military, just the discipline and like the hard work. That's what he's always kind of stuck by, being in that household, like working hard, going to earn everything that you have, and just the discipline in general. And with football, it's a lot of similarities. And just like the structure of things, waking up early, working out, things that's tough on your body. So you got to have the mental strength and fortitude to be able to do those things. So,
how does Southern California suit you?
I like it. You know, it's beautiful weather, so you can't complain about that. I'm a very like chill, relaxed guy. So like, you got the beaches. I can go to the beach and just chill, enjoy nature, things like that. Obviously, LA downtown, you have that, and most importantly, like just the good people around here. So.
You getting in the water, surfing, anything?
Oh, no. I'm gonna stay away from the water. But I'll sit at the beach though and look at the waves and admire the sunset, the mountains, things like that. But I'm not getting no water though.
Any hobbies? What do you like to do besides get to the beach?
I play the game. I wanna get into traveling. I'm very big on music. Like I'm a big music guy. And now that I'm having a little bit more time, I'm trying to get into cooking a little bit, things like that. So.
Making your own music or just
just listening
taking it
to music.
in?
You know, I feel like music is a big influence on how people act. So.
Awesome. Well, here's to many more celebrations. I'm looking forward to seeing what else you have in store for the Rams this season and well beyond. Happy birthday, belated once again. I'm glad you got to celebrate it in fine form and can't wait to see it SoFi against the Saints.
Yes, sir. Thank you.